We find our marriages and families more alive? Do we look forward to being with family members? The gift I want to give you today, and I want to give you a tour of, is something we call the Live It Gathering Guide. It's fun and it's free. So for this tour, go with me right now. Get your computer, or certainly even your device, and go to massimpact.us, massimpact.us. Now when you get there, you're going to see this really cool banner with all kinds of fun activities and offerings. I want you to scroll down a little bit here, and you see there are 3 tabs. Click on the middle one that says Family. When you go there, you should be seeing a page that at the top says Discover the difference just 45 minutes will make in your home. We're going to click on the family version today because I want to quickly walk you through what this looks like. So the first thing you're going to see is the simple one-page guide. It really is very simple. We offer these 3 rules. First of all, when you get together with your family, make the time to do it, by the way. That's obviously the first thing you got to do is make the time. Set aside 45 minutes. You know, if a soccer coach called and said, hey, I need 30 more minutes of soccer practice, you would do it. And it would be valuable. I don't doubt that. But all of us can find 30 minutes, 45 minutes as a family to get together and do this. So set aside the time and just trust me on this. Just do it once. And let's look at this guide. So 3 simple rules. The first is love. Respect others. Don't interrupt. Listen with real interest and care. Encourage one another. So state that to your family members at the very beginning. We know it's a challenge in our family, but that alone is just a great thing to get our families to think about. The second rule is the environment. It's so important. Have the TVs off. Have the phones off. In fact, we'll even say, light a candle. Make it sacred. Let them know that there's something different here. I'd even say if there's a favorite beverage, have a favorite beverage with you. They'll look forward to it. And thirdly, this is just a guide. Make it your own. So, all right, let's take a look at this guide. It starts out with Live It Fun Questions. If you click on that tab that says Live It Fun Questions, you can see various, as it says, fun questions. We encourage everybody to maybe pick a number. So let's just say your son picks a question to the right, number 5. So number 5, if I won $1 million, I would, of course, they get to answer what that question is. So there are 50 questions. Have them pick a number from 1 to 50, answer the question. It's a great way to just get them talking in a fun way. All right, we're going to go back. Then we get to this part that is called Daily Cues for daily questions. What is that? There are 5 questions that truly we encourage you to ask every day, whether it's at breakfast or lunch or dinner when you're all together, or even in the car as you're driving. But in this gathering is a good time to start. So let's take a look at these questions. The idea is that everyone's going to go around and share. So question 1, something you're grateful for, a recent victory, a current challenge, an affirmation of someone, something meaningful happening in your life. Now, here's the cool thing of what happens when we do this. When, say, I as dad, if I'm really honest and I'm sharing a challenge, my kids are going to be more merciful towards me, maybe understand why I'm struggling with being grumpy or whatever the case may be, because I'm sharing what I'm struggling with and what I'm dealing with. So number 1, they'll be merciful. Number 2, they'll be prayerful. Hopefully they're going to say, hey, I'm going to lift dad up because I know he's dealing with some difficult things. Thirdly, though, the next time I share those, there's going to be a bit of accountability. Do I want to keep sharing the same challenge without working on it? So it becomes really a kind of a saint-making, awesome culture-making experience to do these daily questions. All right, after we've done the questions, we as a family do this almost every single night. We gather up and we say, all right, who needs to apologize to whom? And we give them permission to do that early on in life so that now when they're teenagers, they're very comfortable with it. And it's just a great way to clear out the junk, the debris, the dust, the darkness, so we can really receive the grace God wants us to have. All right, we got an opening prayer there. We typically as a family just lead a spontaneous prayer. But there's one written here for you that many are using, and we encourage you to use it also, just to really enter into a time of grace. Then if you choose, there's a short video that corresponds to Sunday readings that we have done as a family. Then we go to the readings. And you'll notice you can easily go from the first reading, second reading, and of course the gospel. These are all the readings for the subsequent Sunday. So again, this is new every single week based upon the readings that you're sharing with every Catholic throughout the world. Each reading has this structure. We've got the first question for each one is the same question. What struck you in this reading? Challenged you? Inspired you? What questions did it raise? That question alone is probably enough to carry you through easily 25, 30 minutes of conversation. But there are other questions that can carry us further. So the second question for each of the readings is a specific area that challenges us to live it out more fully. The third question is really for mature disciples. It's for those of us who are living it out ourselves, but we really feel called to want to inspire others to live it also. Finally, each question has what we kind of call a go-around part. It may be a question as easy as go around and share with each person how you see God alive in them. Now think about how cool that is. When's the last time you heard from your spouse or from your children, brothers or sisters, how they see God in you? It really is an awesome thing that you get these affirmations from your family members that is really encouraging. And you get the chance to share these affirmations with them. Finally, let's go back to the guide. You can see that there are commitments. And we encourage, whether again a group or a family, to identify what is one key area that you would like to grow in, that you'd like to benefit from everybody's prayers and encouragement in. What an awesome thing when we do this and we're taking concrete steps to becoming, as Matthew Kelly says, the best version of ourselves. We discover family is not just sort of a collection of random people that God has stuck together for, living and surviving, but for thriving. And that's what this guide is meant to do. So we have a closing prayer then, and really that summarizes what this Live It Gathering Guide is about. I hope that this really gives you a sense, an experience, a taste of what this can do if you set aside that time to look forward to a time that you'll set aside with your family or a group to more fully discover God alive in your family.